Hey there, my name's Dave and welcome to another Guitars Already Here song tutorial. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play Starman by the legendary David Bowie. For the basics of this song, you'll need your guitar and standard tuning. No capo is required. Now, if you're someone who's looking to get some quick wins on the guitar, then be sure to check out my free guide of 10 legendary songs you can play with 3 chords or less. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. It's completely free. Alternatively, if you're looking to build a strong and solid foundation on the guitar, but you don't know where to start, then be sure to check out the Guitars Already Here Premium course and membership, which gives you all the guidance to play with confidence. I'll also leave a link to that in the description below. Let's jump into the lesson. All right, let's start with the intro, and there's just 2 chords here. Now, the first chord is quite a dissonant and interesting sounding chord. Not the best chord to my ear, but it seems to be what David Bowie thought was best, and I'm not going to argue with him. This chord is called a B flat major 7 sharp 11 over A. I'm just going to call it a B flat over A for the purpose of this lesson. We have our ring finger on the 8th fret of the 4th string, middle on the 7th fret of the 3rd, index on the 6th fret of the 2nd, and we're leaving the open 5th string and open 1st string. We're just going to focus on those 5 strings. The 6th string will be muted, and I do that by lightly touching it with my thumb, reaching over the top. So that's our first chord, and our second chord is an F major 7. So we shift this exact same shape down to 3rd, 2nd, and 1st frets. And you can, if you want to, use your thumb to reach over the top to hit the 1st fret of the 6th string and leave the open A as well. You don't have to have that thumb to reach over to hit the 1st fret of the 6th string. You can just strum these 5 strings as well if you want. Those are our 2 chords. Now, in terms of our strumming pattern, we have something as simple as this. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Or 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... Each chord is played for 2 bars, so it will simply sound like this. Moving on to the verse, there is 4 lines of chords here. We're going to start with the G minor chord, which is a bar chord that looks like this. So index finger bars across the 3rd fret from the 6th string onwards, and ring and pinky fingers will go on the 5th fret of the 5th and 4th string. So that's G minor. Now, if your bar chords sound a bit muted or buzzy, then don't worry, that's super common. I've put together a free bar chord survival kit to help you fix it fast. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. So that's our G minor. Now, if G minor is getting too difficult, then just focus on the 6th, 5th, and 4th strings, and you can mute the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings. It'll give you most of that G minor sound without wearing your finger out too much. But of course, it's ideal to get that full bar. So that's played for 2 bars of music. Now, the strumming pattern here changes. It's going to go something like this. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. Now, what we're going to also do is on the green highlighted strums, that's where we're going to actually lift our fretting hand off the chord. So these are muted strums. So if I was just to use the strumming pattern without the mutes on the G minor, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, down. Right. What I'm going to do though is temporarily lift my fretting hand, so not apply pressure to the strings, but still have them touching the strings on those highlighted strums. So down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. All right, so that is going to be our strumming pattern for most of this verse. You can leave out those muted strums if you want to and just play the regular pattern. After the G minor, we go to an F bar chord, like that. And that's going to be played for 2 bars of music as well. So the first line of chords. For the second line of chords, we go to a C chord. Now the same thing will apply, but when we lift our fingers to do the muting, what you want to do is sort of flatten your fingers here so that all the strings are muted. If you stay in a C chord position and just lift your fingers, that might allow the 3rd string to ring out. So what I do is temporarily just flatten them for that down, up, right? So the C. and then C7. So put your pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string. Then we go back to an F. For this particular bar, we're going to change strumming patterns, right? So the first bar is just down, 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 up. Then we go to an A flat chord, which is the same F chord shape, just up at 4th and 6th frets. We're going to strum this with a down, up, and then up 2 more frets to a B flat, down, up, down, up. All right, so this bar. So the second line of chords in total. Third line of chords is the same as the first line of chords, and for the 4th line of chords, we have that C to C7 and then an A chord. Now, I'm just going to play the A chord by barring my index finger across the 2nd frets of the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings, but you can also just use your index, middle, and ring finger to play a regular A2, and then we go to a G chord. Now, those 2 last chords are just strummed once and held out, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it for the verse, which will sound like this in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next is the chorus, and there's 2 lines of chords here. We're going to start with an F chord. Now, the strumming pattern here is going to default back to what we had in the intro, which is just down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And that's going to be played throughout this entire chorus. So 1 full bar for the F. And then a D minor chord. So from the F chord, just pivot around the middle finger here. No need to lift it. Go into D minor position. Now with the D minor, we definitely don't want the 6th string ringing out, so I use my thumb to reach over the top and lightly touch it. D minor for a full bar. Then there's an A minor chord. Again, we don't want the 6th string ringing out. This is played for half a bar. And then we go to an A minor 7 over G. So lift your ring finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, or the G note. And that's our A minor 7 over G. The change is on the 3 beat, so down, 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 down. Then we go to a C chord, so just keep your index and middle finger where they are. Move that ring finger to the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and then C7. Again, shared within 1 bar. So the first line of chords. That first line of chords is played through twice, and for the second line of chords, we have a B flat. So we're going to play the B flat up here. What we had earlier in the verse, F bar chord shape, but just up at 6th and 8th frets. And then B minor, so lift your middle finger. And that's a B minor chord, right? Now you can substitute it for this B flat and B minor like this if you wanted to, but I personally prefer playing it up here rather than down here, which is just a little bit uncomfortable for me. So B flat to B flat minor, and then down to F major, and then D slash F sharp, which we can play like this: index and middle finger on the 2nd frets of the 6th and 3rd, and ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd. Or you can play just a D chord and use your thumb over the top. It's completely up to you, but I'll be using this one. So F to D/F sharp. We then go to a G minor and C. For the G minor, we'll strum down, 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 up. And then when we get to the C, just strum it and hold it out. So the second line of chords. After the first chorus, there's a break section. There's two lines of chords here. I'm going to start with the B flat. So I'm going to play the B flat bar chord here. We are changing our strumming pattern here. It's going to be all down strums essentially, but we're going to have some muted strums on the 2 beat and the 3 beat. But if we were to play it all at down strums at 8th notes, it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But what we want to do is actually do muted strums on the 2 beat and the 3 beat. So for the muted strums, you can just drop the side of your palm onto the strings. And if your pick just glides and brushes across the 6th and 5th strings, then you'll get a slight percussive sound. So just like that. All right, so that occurs on the 2 and the 3 beats. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we'll do the same with the F chord. Then we'll do the same with the C chord. And then back to the F. The second line of chords is the same, except we cut out the final F. So the first break will just sound like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if that muted strum is too difficult for you, then you can just do all down strums at 8th notes for this section, and that sounds fine. So after the break, there's another verse and then another chorus. But for this second chorus, the chorus is played through twice. So there's essentially chorus 2 and 3 side by side. After that is the outro, which is the same chord progression as the break. It's just played until the song fades out. I'm just going to play it through 4 times at the end of this playthrough. And those are all the rhythm parts for this song. Okay, so now I'll teach you how to play the lead guitar in the break and the outro of the song. So for the break section, there's 2 lines of tab here. We're going to start on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. Now we're going to hit this and bend it up a full tone. Now, what I do when I'm bending is play it with my ring finger, but I also use my middle finger here to help push the string up. If you just use the ring finger by itself, you're going to have a hard time. So use your middle finger as well to help push that string up for the bend. Now, what we want to do is target the pitch that's 2 frets up from the main note. So that's 5th fret. We want to target the pitch which is 7th fret. Now, if you're completely new to bending, when you start practicing this, your bends are probably going to sound pretty bad. That's completely normal, just deal with it. Over time, your fingers will build some muscle memory and they'll learn to bend to the right pitch automatically. But that's your target pitch right there. All right, so we're gonna bend that twice. Then we're gonna hit the 5th fret note by itself, down to 3rd fret and the 1st bar. Then we'll go to 2nd fret, hit it again. 3rd fret, up to 5th, then up to 7th fret, and we're gonna bend this up twice. Then hit a regular 7th fret note, down to 5th, and back down to 2nd fret. Hold that out for a little bit, then we're gonna hit it again, and then 3rd fret and 5th fret. And everything for the first line of tab. Now, the second line of tab is almost the same. For the first bar, we're going to bend this 5th fret note up 3 times. Then 5th fret by itself, then down to 3rd. The second bar is the same as the second bar in the first line of tab. So that will sound like this. Then we'll go up to 7th fret, bend this up twice. Then we're going to hit 5th fret, slide down to 2nd, and pull off to the open string. So to pull off, you just flick your index finger in a downwards motion and it will get that open string note ringing out. All right, so the 3rd and 4th bar. And all together for the break section. So that's the break. Now the outro is more or less the same. We're just going to be repeating that first line of tab from the break again and again. Now in terms of the chord structure, it's the intro, verse 1, chorus 1, the break, then verse 2, chorus 2, chorus 3, and then finally the outro. So now I'll be doing a full playthrough of this song with the vocal track on top for some context. Big thanks to my friend Eric for lending his awesome vocals to this playthrough. Feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go.
There's a Starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks it'd blow our minds. There's a Starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. There's a Starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks it'd blow our minds. There's a Starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. Starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks it'd blow our minds. There's a Starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile.
Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this lesson, then I know you'll absolutely love these other lessons here. Or if you want some easy guitar wins, then I've put together a free guide with 10 legendary songs you can play with just 3 chords or less. You can grab that by clicking below. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.